are a walking spirit guide. Okay, y'all, this, first of all, this is not the first dream that I've had like this. As a matter of fact, at this point, this is the third dream that I've had like this. The first two times I've had these dreams, I did not understand it, right? Because like I've had dreams where I myself have been able to see things this is the fourth. I take that back. This is the fourth dream I've had like this, right? I've had dreams where I myself have been able to see things. How do I explain this? From like almost like I'm watching a movie, right? Like I have dreams where I'm watching scenarios play out as if it is a movie, right? But I'm watching it from almost like I'm looking down at it, almost like what is the Egyptian Nut? Is it Nut? I think that's like the sky god in the Egyptian pantheon. It's almost like I'm Nut, like I'm in the sky, like I'm a part of the sky, like I'm an element, and I am just watching what's happening below me, right? So this was that, but like I don't even know how to explain this. Like this is like I'm watching somebody else. Basically, I'm watching someone be a spirit guide. Like so this. How do I explain this? Because this is like I've had these type of dreams 4 times, and I never really understood it, right? Until I saw which video was it? Y'all know how it's just like YouTube. It's just how the algorithm works. If you subscribe to like 1 or 2 different tarot readers, then you're gonna get different tarot things that pop up in your news feed or on your homepage, whatever you call that, because like of the content that you subscribe to, right? So I saw this I think her name was like Advancing with Wendy, I believe. But I saw a video for hers that popped up on my homepage, my news feed, and it said, you are a spirit guide in training. And I was like, Now I haven't watched the video. I have it in my watch later. I'm gonna go check it out like later. But I was like, just listening to the title itself was like, that is an interesting concept. That is an interesting concept, because for somebody, the only reason why you're like, whatever you go through on earth is all meant to be. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because it does. Because definitely this is someone who you're supposed to have a high moral compass. So what you do matters, right? But at the same time, like it's all an experience. Everything that you're going through is all a part of a collective experience that like you came down here to experience loss, right? To experience the death of a family member or a friend, or the death of a loved one, right? You came down here to experience rejection, to experience pain, to experience low self-esteem. Y'all, if this is you, I'm so sorry, right? I'm so sorry. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but like this is someone who you came down here to experience assault, whether it be physical, sexual. Someone came down here to experience abuse, and like if the abuse that you experienced was psychological, if it was mental, if it was emotional, and I'm getting for the majority that's what it was. For the majority of y'all, the abuse didn't get so bad to where it crossed the threshold of being physical and sexual. For the majority of you, it was psychological, it was mental, and it was emotional. But I'm not downplaying any of that, but for someone out there, you chose to experience those things because you coming to earth and getting this, I heard someone call it a meat suit. First of all, meat suit, it's comical, but at the same time, it sounds like really disgusting. But anyways, like you came down here to experience life in this meat suit to help you evolve, because once you finish this school, this realm, once you finish this experience, you're going on the other side, right? When you go back to the other side, when you go back into your true, high, authentic self, the next thing in line for you is to actually be a spirit guide. You are going to become a spirit guide. So how can you help guide someone through navigating through these sorts of experiences, these sorts of hardships, if you yourself have never experienced it, right? So you literally came down here to experience hardships so that you could become a spirit guide, so that when you pass over from this life and go back to your original form, your original self, you then will come back. But this time you will come back as a spirit guide to others, right? So in this dream, and this is really for like two different people, right? This is another one where the dream went by very quickly. It was very, very fast, but at the same time, it spoke volumes, right? So in this dream, these are two women, right? The one that was the spirit guide, and y'all, I'm not saying that anyone is more powerful than anyone else because of their skin tone or their color. People are free to believe whatever they want, whatever they choose to believe. I'm not getting into that in this dream, but just to like explain what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. The person in the dream that was the spirit guide in training was a young woman of black. She was a black woman. And the person in the dream who she was the spirit guide for was a Caucasian woman, right? So this woman is sitting here and she's reading tarot, she's pulling cards. And y'all, it's so funny because like if you read tarot, right? And you know how like you'll just be shuffling the cards, same as you would like shuffle a deck of cards, right? Well, maybe not the same, because you wouldn't necessarily shuffle a deck the way that you shuffle tarot when you're trying to get the cards to come out. But anyways, like she's shuffling the cards, and like, you know how y'all shuffle, y'all have some cards that like be like fall and you'll take that one, but y'all know how every now and then you'll have cards that'll just go like flying, and you're like, look, I'm shuffling all of these cards the exact same, like I'm shuffling them all the exact same, so why is it that some cards just fall whereas other cards go flying out of the deck, right? The cards that go flying, those are the ones that literally, like, your spirit guide is yanking them out of the deck because they want to bring that to your attention. They are, and y'all, I'm sitting here, the woman who is the spirit guide in training, I'm watching her, and the tarot cards that are going flying are the ones that she is literally like plucking out of the deck. Like, I can see her as you're shuffling, go through and pluck this one and pluck this one and pluck that one. And as she's plucking them out the deck, that's what's making them go flying, right? So like, to the person that's doing the readings, right? When you're reading tarot, right? Specifically when you're reading for yourself, this is not someone who is reading. This is someone who reads and does tarot readings for content, right? She does this for content, but she also reads for herself, right? When you are reading tarot for yourself, your spirit guides wants you to understand that every card they pull for you is something that they are bringing to your attention. I cannot say this enough. Everything is not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, right? It's just not. I'm getting something and lollipops, whatever, however that song goes. Anyways, but everything is not always going to be like that. You'll have people who, when they're pulling for themselves, will put back the cards that they don't like and will only keep the ones that they do. You're not getting the true, authentic message when you're doing that. As a matter of fact, if you're reading for yourself and you're putting back the cards that you don't want and only accepting the ones that you do, you're being delusional, right? You're being delusional with yourself, which is pretty amazing because like that's like a next level delusion, because like you are literally deluding yourself, if that even I don't even know if you can say it like that, but I can. You know what, I'll say it how I want to say it. That's how I'm saying it. You're deluding yourself. You're deluding yourself, right? But this was like something where this spirit guide pulled a card for you because they wanted to bring something to your attention, and you saw the card, you didn't like it, and you put it back. Now there are certain cards out there that I think that like we all don't want to see, right? Like it's like you know when you see like swords, like 5 of swords or something, or any like 10 of swords, anything that's about like you battling with something mentally, you having like mental struggles. A lot of people will accept that because they'll be like, oh yeah, well right now I'm battling with this, or I had this happen, or that happened, or this at my job, or this with that relationship. So they'll take that. But it's something about like that 5 of cups and that 5 of pentacles. That 5 of pentacles hit different. Like if you are a tarot reader, and if you are pulling for yourself, like let's just talk for a second. Right? Let's just talk, y'all. That 5 of pentacles hit. I feel like nobody wants to see the 5 of pentacles when they're pulling their own rug. I think a lot of people are guilty of when that 5 of pentacles pop out, you be like trying to shove that back in like the middle of the deck. Like I think plenty of people are guilty of that, right? But when spirit pulls that 5 of pentacles, that 5 of cups, when they pull that card for you, right, they are doing it for a reason. There is something like, and even like, I think even like the 5 of wands, which was like competition. People don't mind. I think like wands and swords, a lot of times people don't mind getting, but something about like the cups, but like specifically the pentacles, that like people don't want that, right? Like nobody wants that. But like when spirit pulls that card for you, when your spirit guides are pulling that card for you, it's not always a bad thing. It's a part of the message, right? It's a part of the message. It's a part of the bigger picture, especially like this person that was doing like this 3-card draw where they were just doing past, present, and future. That 5 of pentacles that came out was representing your past, right? And you put that card back because you didn't want to see it. But if you would have read the full message, the 5 of pentacles was your past. And what you're going through in your present that's going to take you out of that energy is what's going to help you get into the card that they were going to give you, which was going to be your future. So although the past did look bad and the present still might not be where you want it to be, your future is bright. Your future is bright. But you couldn't see that, and you couldn't get the full message because you're too busy trying to put cards back, because you not only do you listen to readings where people are telling you what you want to hear, but now you're doing your own readings in a way where you're trying to force spirit to tell you what you want to hear, and it don't work like that. Sorry, right? It don't work like that, right? Like you have to do your work. Your future is bright. It's really bright. But in order for you to get there, there's work that you have to do, and you're missing out, and you're never going to get to that bright future if you don't do the work. And you can't see the work that spirit's showing you that you need to do because you're too busy trying to like hide things. You're too busy trying to hide, and you don't want to accept the truth. Like there are parts that you are trying to omit, and you can't do that. How are you going to fix this if you're trying to omit it? How are you going to work on this if you're trying to pretend like it doesn't exist? Like stop being delusional, right? Like everyone loves to talk about the karmics being delusional. Divine beings can be delusional sometimes too. Like you're acting real karmic on me right now. I need you to, I'm getting like Destiny's Child, stand up, right? But anyways, I need you, and that's not even what that song is talking about. That song is talking about stand up for love, right? But anyways, I need you to stop, right? I need you to stop. I need you to get the full message, right? Spirit, it's like it's the big, you're focusing on this one aspect when we need you to focus on the big picture, right? That's for that person. That's for the person that's doing the readings. But y'all, can I say this? The person that was doing the readings is very, very strong clairvoyant. Very, very strong clairvoyant. Because the person who's the spirit guide in training, and yes, your mission is like the person who's doing the readings, let's say their mission is like 1 through 10, right? And maybe right now they're on 4 and they're stuck and they can't get higher because they're trying to omit what they're currently going through and what they've been through in 1 through 3, right? But like if the person doing the reading is on a scale of 1 to 10, the person who is the spirit guide in training is on a scale of like 1 to 100. Like, you're just, baby, you have so much required of you. So, and I hate if that sounds heavy, but it kind of is. But like, really, like, don't fret, because when I tell you, baby girl, you were built for this. Like, you were built for this, right? So like, but like, fret not, because even the person that's doing the reading is still very, very, very strong clairvoyant. And the person doing the reading, if at any point you want to reach that level to where maybe you can become a spirit guide, stop falsifying the readings. Stop. And not even just the ones you do for yourself. If you're the type where you're putting out all these readings of rainbow and sunshine to your collective because you just want people to do, because you're like, oh, well, I want to give people hope, but you're giving them false hope. And you're never going to make it to the level of being a spirit guide if you can't, 1, accept the harsh truths for yourself, and 2, let your audience know the harsh truths that they're experiencing. If you keep trying to cover things up, you're never going to make it to that level of being a spirit guide, because in order to be a spirit guide, you have to accept everything. You have to accept the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have to be able to go through it all, right? That's just the way that it is, right? But like I said, even the person doing the readings was very strong, because the person who was the spirit guide in training, it's like they were kind of like in this thing where like they knew, but at the same time, this was like new. Like this, I'm getting like this like your first time being a. I'm getting like, for some reason, I'm getting like if you used to go to camp, like counselor and training, like you weren't a counselor yet, but like you were a counselor in training. This is like something where like you kind of knew what was expected of you and what you were supposed to be doing, but it was kind of like the surrealness of like this all being new to you. So you're kind of just like, wow, like what do I do, what can I do, what don't I do, what can she see? Because it's like the person who you were the spirit guide in training for was very powerful, right? So you're there and you're invisible to, like, I can see you, but like you're invisible to the naked eye. So the person that's doing the reading, they can't see you. Now this person who's doing the reading is a strong enough clairvoyant that they know you're there. They can sense you're present. Like, they know their spirit guide is right there as they're doing the reading. But it's like the spirit guide in training was trying to see like how strong of a clairvoyant this person was. So the spirit guide in training, you knew that this person knew that you were there. You just didn't know if they were a strong enough clairvoyant to where they could see you. You know that they could feel your presence, right? But you just didn't know if they were strong enough clairvoyant to where they could physically see you. And they couldn't. They weren't there yet. Like, this person most definitely 1000% has the potential to be a strong enough clairvoyant to where you can see spirit, right? Like this person at some point, to the spirit guide in training, this person at some point will get to a point where they can see you. And once they get to that point, then you guys will have a deeper bond where you can show them a little bit more without them being so confused about it, right? They'll get to that point eventually, but in order for them to get there, they're gonna have to stop diluting the message, right? They're gonna have to do the work. Definitely a very strong, powerful, gifted person who has a big mission themselves, but they need to tap all the way in and stop. I'm getting like, you need to get all the way in. Stop putting your feet in. We need you to go ahead. We need your head to go under, right? You keep trying to sit on the side and put your feet in the water, but we need you to completely submerge yourself, right? And then to do that, you need to stop omitting the parts of the message that you don't want to hear, because a lot of what you need to know is in the parts that you don't want to hear, right? But anyways, because I've focused a lot on the person that's doing the tarot reading, but this really, really, really is about the person that's the spirit guide in training. But I don't really feel the need, like this video is supposed to be for you, but like if you've made it that far, what do you need me for? Like, you don't. Like, I'm sitting here watching you do your thing because you have already been through this. Like, this is someone like, okay, so like, let me say this. If you're someone and you're a spirit guide in training, but you're not there yet, like maybe you're still in your meat suit, right? So you're still going through your experiences, and then maybe someone who's like, why me? Why me? But definitely if you're a loner, if you are a loner, and not to say that you're not someone who's so conceited that you think you're above everyone else, but definitely I'll say that you're someone who you're like, I'm above this, right? Like you're someone who will look at like the things that other people do, and you'll be like, I don't see how, like, I'm so above that. I'm not getting ready to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm getting like, I am just fine at home alone with my 2 cats. Like, y'all love cats, right? Or is it just me? Like who does not? Like, for people, sometimes people are like, I don't like dogs, and people be like, oh, if you don't like dogs, I don't trust you. But I get it, because like dogs they're powerful, and dogs have been known to like turn, like, not that cats can't do that too, but like dogs have been known to like turn on their owners, right? And dogs, like dogs are great, but they're different. But like, I'm like, for the people who say they don't trust people because they don't like dogs, I'm that way with cats. Like, if you tell me you don't trust cats, then I know I can't trust you, because a cat is gonna make you work for their affection. Like a cat, you don't just get, like a cat, you could be a cat owner. You love this cat, you provide this cat with food, shelter, warmth, toys, everything, and this cat will still make you work for them. Like, what? Like, okay, so you gave me food, okay, what and so what? And what? Like, cats make you work for their affection, and I absolutely admire that about cats. And not only that, cats provide spiritual protection. Even if your cat completely ignores you, right? Doesn't let you touch them, will walk right past you like you're not even there. Like I'm talking about cats being on some real disrespectful stuff sometimes, right? But just know, like, while you're sleeping, your cat is spiritually protecting you, right? I mean, y'all, I feel like it's a fair trade-off. Like, I feel like if you're spiritually protecting me while I'm sleeping, even while I'm awake at times, especially if you're in the spiritual community and you're a spiritual practitioner, if you have a cat, that cat is protecting you while you are opening that veil, while you are crossing over, while you are doing those things. That cat is there protecting you. So you know what? If you want to be in your feelings today, if you want to act all uppity today, if you want to walk right past me like you don't see me calling your name, I'm going to let you have it today. I'm going to give you your space because you provide me with so much protection. I really can't ask anything more of you, right? Except maybe like, can we just cuddle before we go to bed tonight? You know what I mean? But anyways, it is what it is. Cause I'm a cat person. If y'all want to call me like that, I'm definitely, when I get older, like, you know, when I'm like senior level, I'm definitely going to be that crazy cat lady, because like, who doesn't like cats? Like what? Make it make sense. Anyways, like, I feel like definitely, I'm sorry, y'all, that's my leg. I feel like I have to explain noises because I don't want to sound like I'm over here like just being rude, you know, making other noises that the noise is not. But now I'm going way off on a tangent. But anyways, so like, yeah, for the person who is a spirit guide in training, if you're someone and you're like going through experiences on this earth and you're like, why me? Why is this happening? Why? And like, let me say this. I met one person recently who has a heavy generational curse. Y'all, I really don't even like for this person to touch me. I'm really good about making eye contact with people when I'm talking to them, just out of a sign of respect. And so, you know, yes, I'm listening. I don't like to make eye contact with this person because when I make eye contact with them, I get a headache. This person, definitely, excuse me, y'all. Even talking about this person now, my voice is starting to go. So I guess spirit is like, say what you got to say and hop up off this immediately. This person, like, when they're telling me their story, because y'all, I have the type of thing where like I can sit down and someone will come and start talking to me. Next thing you know, they're telling me their whole life story. The things that this person has been through. First of all, the things that this person's grandmother has been through, this person's mother has been through, this person has been through, this person has children, their children have been through a lot of abuse, physical, sexual, a lot of drug addicts. This person has several drug addicts in their family, a lot of homelessness, a lot. Y'all, and the abuse, like, y'all, it's so bad. The sexual abuse literally goes from grandma all the way down to like great granddaughter. Like, it's so much. This person has generational curses that I don't know. I'm hoping somebody in that bloodline at some point picks up a candle and starts doing some inner work, because definitely someone needs to break the curse for that bloodline. It can't be me. You know, no, I'm not. I don't do that. But do your own bloodline work. That is just too heavy. It's too heavy, right? But if that's something that you're going through, this is not for you. That's definitely generational bloodline curses that need to be broken. Probably someone great grandmama or grandpapa, I don't know, did something, and now your bloodline is cursed until somebody makes it right. That's one of those situations with that particular person, right? This is not that. But if you're like a spirit guide in training and you just see like you're going through a lot, but it's not like catastrophic. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot for one person to handle, but it's like nothing catastrophic. Specifically, if you go through a lot, but at the end of the day, things always work out for you. Like, yeah, this man fell apart, this man fell apart, that man fell apart. But at the end of the day, things always still seem to work out for you. You're just going through the motions, right? Like, you're going through these hardships, but like not to really go through them, right? You're going through them just for the experience, so that when you come back as a spirit guide in training, you can help the person who's actually really going through it on a serious level, right? But like, there's not really much that I need to say to you, because if you've made it to this level, it's pretty apparent that you've already done your work, right? There may be some things that like you're still confused about what you should or should not be doing, but you don't need me to explain any of that to you. The spirit guide that you have now, right? The spirit guides that you have now are helping you. They are your counselor as you are in this counselor and training program, right? They are your counselors. So go to your spiritual counselors, go to your spiritual team. They're going to be the ones that are going to help and guide you as you're going through this mission for when you become a spiritual counselor on the other side. That's really all that I can say to you. My mission really more so is to help that tarot reader who's trying to omit certain parts. There's not really much that I can do for a spirit guide in training because you've already done this, right? You've already done this. You already know, right? So you're going to have to go up. You're going to have to, I'm not like, you're going to have to go, you know how most of them say you're going to have to go inward? You're going to have to go inward, but you're really going to have to go outward, because you're going to have to go to source for any questions that you have. You take your stuff directly to source, right? There's no chain of command for you. You go straight to source with yours. But anyways, y'all, I thought that this was really powerful. And I love that I just happened to come across that person's page where I saw that, because like I said, I've had several dreams where I'm watching people, but these people are like spirits to other people. And I was like, what is this? Like, I've never really understood. It baffled me. I always knew that those were some of my most powerful dreams, but at the same time, I did not understand it. So like, really, I probably need to go back, because I need to go back and check my dream journal, because I might actually do the other three. I might actually do videos for those as well. Though at this point, those are like a year or more old, but I feel like the message is still valid either way, right? But anyways, to whoever this is that is a spirit guide in training, yo, congratulations. Like, I'm getting like, you do this for fun. Anyways, to the person who is still in need of guidance, like, you got this. Like, do not fret. Just know that like your team is not mad at you. They still love you. They just need you to stop diluting yourself, right? They need you to stop being delusional and to step into your true, full, authentic power. Anyways, y'all, as always, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Bye.